Hi, it's Dave Masse. Sorry I couldn't be there in person today, but I'm actually in Denver. My son graduated from the University of Denver on Saturday, and we've had this trip planned for quite some time. But I'm here to talk about and introduce the notion of perseverance and balance. And I congratulated my son on Saturday for his perseverance. 4 years at DU, did well. His balance, not so much. I think he needs to work on that a little bit. When I think about our organization and perseverance, I believe that everybody in the room has perseverance. I think that selling to a large market and selling to global commercial card prospects is the most difficult job in the company. These processes take a long time. You need to develop the relationships over a long period of time. The sales process is long. The RFP is long. The decision is long. The contracting is long. The conversion to volume is long. So you have to have perseverance to be able to get through that. I think the big challenge that I have and that most people have is how do you balance that requirement and those demands with everything else that you have in your life, family, friends, travel, all of the things that we do outside of work. When I first started with the company, I actually had a lot of balance before I started with American Express. And then I got to the point where I was working constantly, and success came from that, but it was at an expense. So my family suffered, my health suffered, and so I started to think about how do I make an adjustment here? And there was a pivotal moment. I had a doctor's appointment, and he said, "Dave, what's the deal? Your numbers are going in the wrong direction. You're putting weight on. You've got to do something, or this trajectory is not sustainable." So I did. So from a perseverance standpoint, that's all I needed. I needed that nudge. I needed that heads up that not only were things challenging, but it was definitely negatively impacting my health. So I started doing Pilates. I did that for a while, and it really helped. The instructor that I had was a former Marine. She was very serious about it, and so I did that for about a year. She moved, and then I started to do martial arts with Bill Witten, another Marine. So Marines have been in and out of my life forever. This guy was a serious dude. It was hardstyle martial arts, and over about a 2-year period, we did that. So it was a lot of sparring, a lot of kickboxing. It was fantastic. And I got in the best shape of my life, but I still didn't have the balance because everything that I was doing was highly focused and competitive, and so even my outlet to try to reverse that became competitive because I was into the competitive sparring. So I came to the conclusion that it's really good, but I wanted to do something else. So that's when I got turned on to Tai Chi. And it really changed everything for me. The fundamental of Tai Chi, I think, that had the most profound impact, there's the physical stuff, certainly. There's the balance, there's the flexibility, there's the martial aspect of it. But the biggest difference versus anything that I had done before that was the concentration on relaxation and the concentration on breathing. So breathing, I think, is the fundamental element in my life that focused breathing, mindful breathing is the fundamental element in my life that's allowed me to create this kind of balance that I have. Laird Hamilton, interesting guy, he believes that breathing allows you to connect to your soul. His belief is that when you take your first breath when you're born, that's when your soul enters your body. And when you take your last breath, that's when your soul leaves your body. I can see that. I can see that from a philosophical standpoint. The way that, let's get a little more tangible maybe, this might help. The way that I start my day every day, and I get up early, sometime between 5 and 5:30, and I meditate. So the first element of the day for me is coming downstairs. I come outside, and I sit for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and I focus on my breathing and I meditate. And it's something that I do, rain or shine. In the winter, I'm out here in the winter. It's another story, but I'll tell you that when I see you, maybe tomorrow, if you want to know about that. And then I follow that up with Tai Chi, about 30 minutes of Tai Chi, which is really moving meditation. So I'm still focused on the breath. And I do that for about, like I said, 30 minutes. And then I do some other calisthenics and stuff like that. And then I start my day. And that has allowed me to maintain the kind of calm exterior and really a calm mind as well. If I'm going through the day and I get to the point where I'm like pulling my hair out, which happens to all of us, then I take a break. I come outside and I do more calisthenics, or I do more Tai Chi, or I do some breathing work, or I do something, and then I go right back in, and it's an amazing break for me, and it allows me to focus back in. The other thing that I'm disciplined doing is maintaining this kind of schedule on the road. So if I'm at a hotel, if I'm in San Ramon at a Chevron meeting, I'll get up early and I'll go out into the parking lot, and I'll do all this stuff. I'll do my routine. Sometimes it attracts the interest of security and police. Sometimes it doesn't, but it's always exciting. So that's how I start my day. So I think that perseverance and balance are not mutually exclusive. I think they tend to be when someone's dedicated and driven, like we all are. It's easy to lose the balance, but it's not a requirement. You don't have to lose the balance and be successful. So that's what I wanted to talk about. If anybody ever has any questions about any of this stuff from a practical standpoint, how do you do it? How do you get started? Where do you go? Recommendations on teachers in your area, particularly in New York. I know some people in New York. But anyway, I'm happy to help in any way that I can. I think the good news about this kind of study, this kind of information, is that it's becoming more popular. I'm seeing mindfulness popping up everywhere. Jack Ma, Alibaba, he's been a Tai Chi guy for a long time, and he's actually doing seminars where he's asking senior execs to come in for a 3-day session on Tai Chi philosophy, Tai Chi and the breathing aspects of it. And he's charging $15,000 for that. So maybe there's a future in it. But anyway, look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, and hope you enjoyed this, and I'll look forward to answering any questions that you have. Take care. Thanks. Bye.